Yes, guys, welcome back to another video. It is deadline day. We've got the game week 39 deadline only in, 6 hours time. Some of you are watching live. Some will be watching on catch up, but this is going to be a quick fire show. Doing quick fire questions, answering your questions. Now, if you're not watching live, you might go, I can't ask my question. You can still drop a comment and I'll get back to you. But also, loads of the questions I use today from the chat will be ones for the masses, right? I don't want, shall I buy X, Y, or Z or A, B, or C. I want generic questions like, who do we captain this game week? Or should we bench Rodgers or whoever? Or should we start Rico Lewis? Or what will happen to Gabriel? You know what I mean. So that's what we're going for, guys. Obviously, get your questions in. I will show loads on screen. It's good to see so many already in the chat. Do I think Gabriel will play? Arteta's obviously said we'll see. I think he probably does. The good news is he either plays or doesn't. He's not coming off the bench, is he? I think he probably does. Is Captain João Pedro a risk? Fraser, I love this shout. I think João Pedro is a fantastic captaincy option. I just think there might be better. And the only reason I say that is minutes. I think he probably gets 70, 75 minutes. We haven't seen him get 90 since game week 3. With his injury, and the fixtures coming up, I don't think you need to push João Pedro. He had 63 last time round. I guess he gets 70, 75. With that in mind, I won't be captaining him. The bigger question is whom's captain this week? Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we'll do a poll. Who are you captaining this week, guys? I'll put that poll up now. Game week 13 captain. Guys, I'm pretty sure I'm going Cole Palmer. I've been on Palmer all week. I've not considered Salah. I think Salah's a great option. I think Mbeumo's a good option. I have considered him, but Van Nistelrooy's appointment makes me not want to go there. If Leicester were managerless, I could very easily be going Mbeumo. Saka's obviously a great option. There's a ton of good options. João Pedro, I think Palmer's the standout, and the reason being the rest midweek, not only for him, but for a lot of the Chelsea first team versus Aston Villa, who will be tired against Leicester. Currently captain on Salah, but Pedro is calling me. I mean, there's always that. You're going to be watching the game. It's Friday night. I get it. Keith says, hit the like and subscribe. That'd be amazing if everyone does. Thank you, Keith, for that reminder. Please do hit those buttons, guys. There's 70 of you in. I'd love it if all 70 of you hit that button nice and early. Stefan says, hi, Johnny. Hi, mate. What's going on, Johnny? What's going on? Yeah, I don't usually stream here. I'm usually like driving or in a studio on a Friday morning. So it's nice to be around. Captaincy ranking, I would go Palmer 1, Salah 2, and Mbeumo. No. Palmer 1, João Pedro 2, Salah 3, and Mbeumo 4. The reason Mbeumo's dropped from like my 2 to my 4 is purely the Van Nistelrooy appointment for Leicester. Thank you, Ofcall. Good to have you in. As always, mate, really appreciate having our channel mods. I'm captaining Pedro. Yeah, fair play, Keith. He's a great shout. The only risk there is minutes. But look, 70 minutes of Pedro versus Southampton could still be huge. Surely it's Salah, right? No, not for me. I don't think so. Like that JP captain, Keith. Yeah, I hear that. Captain Mbeumo, let's go. Sammy is a Brentford fan. There's a few that have got sort of quoted Mbeumo numbers in recent weeks. I'm not that bothered. Like, Mbeumo is quality, can turn up at any point, and Brentford at home are very, very good. Cunha isn't for me just because I don't fully trust Wolves to win that game. Like all the other captaincy options, I look at and go, yeah, I think they'll win that game. Like, let me just show you this graphic from Rob T so we can see the fixture matchups. When I look at Liverpool, I mean, look, Man City, of course, could win the game, but I'm backing Liverpool to win. Chelsea, I back to win. Brighton, I'm confident they win. Brentford, I'm confident they win, to be fair. Wolves, I'm not confident at all. That could be a 1-0 Bournemouth win and you're not going to be surprised, which is the only reason why. No Cunha captain for me. Yeah, you're right. Rude won't be in charge, but Rude's still been around. He's probably that presence alone. I don't know if he's taken training or not. I guess he hasn't. He might have sat in on something. He might sit in the dressing room. I don't know. But the fact the appointment's there, the players are excited. He'll be in the stands for sure, right? I wouldn't be buying a Spurs goalkeeper. absolutely most open week so far. And the poll is really split. Like Salah is at 50, Palmer at 30, but 20% of you are captaining Saka. And we need to speak about Saka and Arsenal. Like Odegaard improves them so much. Like you guys have seen it for yourself. If you saw the Ipswich, the Forest game, that was Arsenal's best performance last weekend in the Prem, arguably. They were really good, really good. And then they went to Lisbon and scored 5 away from home in the Champions League. Like Odegaard makes Saka better. Odegaard makes Havertz better. Arsenal are going to bang. Hi, Jenny. All channel member questions. I'll make sure I don't miss you guys. So, Michael, thank you for your question. Would you use free transfers on Bruno to Saka? Bruno looks like he's going to be playing in the midfield too. If you see Amarim's post-match comments from last night, Wood to Pedro. Guys, I wouldn't be selling Wood. Wood's got Ipswich at home. Come on, he's going to start, Michael. Or both for -4. No, I'd go Bruno to Saka. What do you think about Timber? Great shout. I've been banging the Timber drum for ages. Could be a new manager bounce, yeah. I still am confident Brentford win, though. Absolutely, Sammy. Saka could go crazy. Oh, thanks, Offcore. Yeah, it's great to see. I don't usually stream at this time, and I guess I didn't give you guys much notice. So I wasn't expecting hundreds of you to be jumping on, but good to see some different people around. Like we don't often see Nicholas or Manuel or Baba. What do I think of Timber? I like Anderson. Looks like he's out. A better keeper, Johnson. Oh, keep Johnson or Rodgers. Personally, I think Brendan Johnson, despite playing really well last night for Spurs, it's a coin toss whether it's Brennan or Maddison who gets to start. And I know they're different positions, but if Maddison starts, Kulu plays on the right, which means Brennan won't. I personally think Maddison's played his way in. You can't do that at Man City and not get a start the next game. So I expect to see Kulu on the right and Brennan benched, which is so harsh because Brennan's been great. Paul's having a great season. Guys, all these new faces, by the way, Kenan and Paul, like, I know you're all subscribed because you're in the chat. But there's so many other lurkers out there that perhaps aren't subscribed that might want to be. So do consider hitting that subscribe button. That'd be awesome if you do. And thank you guys for all those likes. Triple Arsenal defense is bold, but I like it. CJ will be on later. Yeah. 2 o'clock. Interesting week for captaincy. It really is. Wood captain is mad. British 87. But I get it. I absolutely get it. Like, Ipswich at home is as good a fixture as Forest. Like, Ipswich have been all right at home, but away, they're bad. They're bad away. So anyway, guys, let's look at the predictions here from Rob T's sort of spread market bets. In terms of upsets, do we look at this list and go, the bookies have got it wrong? Like, do you look at Crystal Palace and go, actually, they should be favourites versus Newcastle? Or Wolves, Bournemouth, Wolves should be favourites and bookies got it wrong? Where do you think the biggest sort of margin of error could be from the bookies? Because there's always upsets, right? There's absolutely always upsets. I've got one. I don't think Liverpool City should be that close. I have Liverpool way up. And I also don't think Spurs Fulham should be that distant. I think Spurs Fulham could be a really tight one. So, guys, pick out your fixture. Give me your reasoning in the chat. We'll read a few out, and then we'll get on to some goal scorer odds and continue to answer your questions. Remember, no Semenyo is a big one for Bournemouth. Yeah, off court. All of these do still go onto Spotify, onto iTunes. So, yeah, thank you for mentioning that. All available on all my YouTube is available on podcast platform as well. So literally on your phone right now, if you want to search Gianni Buttici in iTunes or Spotify, you can do. And you can just follow, subscribe. And then when you miss me on YouTube, you can still get me in your ears if that's your thing. Kanan. Verbruggen, Flecken, Sanchez, and Jose Sarr. I mean, Sanchez, Verbruggen, I think. Saints win. I don't know if I can see that, but I hear you. We reckon Forest Ipswich draw. Josh thinks Nottingham Forest Ipswich. Everyone's underestimating Ipswich. Yeah, maybe it's just their away form is bad. Vissa captain. I don't think Vissa gets 90. A bit like João Pedro. That's my only concern, especially with Thiago back in the squad. Bruno on my bench, Mark. Wow. Is playing deeper. Yeah, Fulham, it wouldn't be a big surprise for an upset there at all, would it? Like, Fulham are good. Vandenberg or Kirkes, personally, I'd start Vandenberg as a fixtures play. And he is at home. Guys, Rob T also gives us the Most likely goal scorers. Yeah, Sexy Beast 4-1. I heard on Talksport the other day they mentioned it. I think it was Coral. I don't know if that's changed, but I was surprised. So, but yeah, these odds make more sense. Right, João Pedro, most likely goal scorer this week, according to the bookies, is João Pedro, followed by Chris Wood, followed by Palmer. Now, given the fact Palmer's a midfielder, benefits from an extra point and a clean sheet point, the Palmer odds here, according to the bookies, you should be captaining João Pedro or Palmer. Right? The bookies aren't as hot on Salah, which is surprising, but still, like they've got him at 0.51. Why is Salah so low? Salah's actually not low. That's the thing. 0.51 suggests the bookies think he's more likely to score than not, right? Anything above 0.5. This week, however, there are so many players that are above 0.5, all on the list here, that he seems like he's low. Ordinarily, 0.51 is top of the charts, but there's so many good fixture matchups. They're backing Jackson, they're backing Welbeck, they're backing Son, and therefore Salah's lower than you'd expect. But you have to remember on this list, the midfielders on this list, Son and Salah and Palmer, they get the extra point for the goal. So this isn't saying who's going to get the most FPL points. This is saying who's going to get the most goals. If we're saying who's going to get the most FPL points, given the fact those midfielders get the extra point and the clean sheet points, and some of them are bonus beasts, Salah would be way higher. Son would probably be higher. Palmer would be higher. I think it's between João Pedro and Palmer if you're ranking pure FPL points here. But look, I'm going Palmer. I've said all week I'm going Palmer. I like that 90-minute appeal I get as well, which I just don't know if I'm going to get from João Pedro. João Pedro could, of course, get 90. To still win FPL now, I think you've got to be in the top 100k. You've got to have got off to a really good start. Guys, I don't know if you saw it. I did an interview with the world number 13 earlier this week. He's absolutely smashing it. Like, he's James in New Zealand. Fair play. I'm absolutely chuffed to have had him on the channel, and I hope to have him on again. Really insightful chat. I do suggest go checking that out if you haven't already. Greaves could start. He is back training. He hasn't been in the matchday squad yet, though, but he could come straight in for Ipswich. I kind of need Greaves fit very soon. Saw Villa's record at Chelsea, 1-2, drawn 1 in the last 3. Maybe not a Palmer bashing. Maybe if you read into records. I don't mind too much about records. I don't really look into that. Good to see Paul in the house. Hope you're well, mate. Guys, João Pedro, he's getting a lot of love in the chat. He's top of the list here. Put in the chat the minutes you think he'll play. I'm going to go 76 minutes. Some will say 90, some will say 60. How many minutes will João Pedro play? I don't think De Bruyne is fit to start, but he could play a half. Could play a half. How many minutes will João Pedro play? Heather says 75, Lewis 77, 80, 85. If you get an 80, 85, armband is really tempting. 95, James doesn't think he'll be subbed. 59, yeah. Go on assist 64. I bought João Pedro. I've still not bought him. I think I'm buying him tonight though, or today, I should say, before the deadline. 80 plus. There's a lot of love for 80. Interesting. He played, I think, 63 last time round, so Paul's gone 64. If João Felix starts, I don't think João Felix will start. He could do. Oh, yeah, he probably will, actually, because Pedro... It all depends if Pedro Neto's fit. I guess Pedro Neto's not. I don't think he was in the 11. Yeah, the João Felix starter does mean Palmer, and especially if Enzo's in the team, Palmer's average position isn't as sexy. I get that. 85 minutes home match, yeah. There we go. Guys, I'm loving answering all your questions, by the way. Thank you for so many good ones that do appeal to the masses. I appreciate that. Guys, if you haven't already heard... and I'm sure many of you have heard by now, I'm giving away, every week I give away a £100 voucher or a PS5, right? This week is PS5 week. If you don't want the PS5, the same value of that PS5 in whatever country you're in, I'll send you an Amazon voucher. So like $500, for example, in an Amazon voucher or the PS5. So I'm delighted to give it away this week. I will be announcing it. If it's a draw, which I expect it will be, where 2 players get 9 out of 10 in their predictions, I'll be announcing it on a live spin the wheel on YouTube. So get playing, scan the QR code with your phone right now, or there's a link in the description. And all you got to do is predict the 10 outcomes: home, draw, away. Like, will it be a Wolves win, a draw, or a Bournemouth win? And the leading predictor wins the PS5. Pretty cool. Tim was a great buy, by the way. I like that. Also, if you haven't already checked out Fantasy Football Scout's Black Friday deal, it's not really a deal. It's just open all access. Again, there's a link in the description. You can become a member of Fantasy Football Scout, which you usually pay a monthly fee for 7 days for free. And that is now open. So go check out the members area. It's brilliant. On your phone, there's an app, or on desktop. It's got a wealth of info. This is just a genuinely free, good offer. Have a look at it. Link in the description. If you go through my link, it helps because I'm an affiliate. But it's a free offer. Yeah, of course. Think of all those arts materials for 500 quid. Yeah. Good luck, mate. Good luck. Get playing. Obviously, we've got our Ultras monthly prize as well. If you're a channel member, we do £100 a month winner. Of course, not won it yet, but a few in the chat have. I think Gucci's around. He's won. Guys, my team, I'll run this through way more detail in my deadline stream, but I'm up looking at these two options. I'm still looking at possibly keeping Haaland, but I think I'll be selling. I think I'll be option 2, where Haaland and Dibbling go to João Pedro and Salah. Bruno can then leave next week, and Saka can come into the team. I'm still torn. Selling Haaland is a big deal. But I do want João Pedro, and I do want Mo Salah. So I think I'm option 2. Let me know what options you like. If I go option 2, this is my team. It's a little bit templatey because it then goes to kind of the no Salah approach. So option 2, my team could look like this by the end of the day. Again, I might not start Mikolenko. Option 2 says British 87. Paul says option 2. Sammy says option 2. You all like the 4-point hit and Haaland leaving. And none of you are saying Haaland's going to stop scoring. Like, we all know it, right? I absolutely know Haaland's going to carry on scoring. The question isn't how many goals does Haaland get? It's how good an asset is he, knowing he's 15 million. I might not be captaining him in every week. And I don't think I will be captaining him every week. And with that in mind, I don't know if I can justify the price tag. Also, there's so many other good forwards in the game. I know João Pedro, and I know Mateus Cunha a third of the price or half the price. But they're delivering huge points, these guys. And we have to consider them. Everyone is saying option 2. Thank you for your comments. I appreciate that. I need that confirmation bias. Is one game worth? Yeah, exactly. Maybe not. IceG does like option 1 though, which keeps Haaland. That gives me a 3-win. You can see at the bottom, Haaland, Salah, Palmer for the festive period. It does mean no Saka though. If I go option 1, my concern is I don't have any money left. I can't be creative, and I want to be able to chase some cool midfield picks. I want to sell Mbermo and bring in Kulusevski, for example, you know. And option 2 allows me more creativity with my money. Yeah, okay, nice. So that's where I'm at with my team, guys. I am here to answer your questions though, so do hit me up. And also, I'm going to check and see who has been joining. If any of you have joined, I'm sure you have, because on Sleeper there's like a live chat, a bit like the YouTube live chat. I can see who's joining the pool. Oh yeah, all about the race has joined. Riser 97, Panagos, good to see you all. Hi guys. I'm just going to say good luck with the PS5. One of you will win it this game week. Christmas giveaway, that. Oh, look, someone else has just joined. Warwick J83. There we go. Did you all say option 2? Selling Haaland is following the crowd. It is. Pepper's been. Oh, Chili. This is what I'm saying. Please don't take this out of context, Chili. I know Haaland's going to score goals. No one's saying that. Of course, Pep's going to turn it around. Of course, Haaland's going to score goals. It doesn't mean you should keep Haaland in your team, though, because I think Salah's going to score goals, and I think João Pedro's going to score goals. You know, it's what you can do with the money. And yeah, following the crowd, it is. But I mean, as anyone that's watched me for the last 6 weeks knows I've done anything but follow the crowd. You're looking at a manager that doesn't own Mo Salah because I've been captaining Haaland every week. I even triple captained him versus Southampton not long ago. Like, there's nothing template around here at the minute. And yes, it means I'm moving towards that. I'm okay with that. I'm still going to try and play differently with like my 7th and 8th attackers. I'm going to try and play different with captaincy. Salah will be the game's most popular captain choice this week. I'm saying right here, right now, I'm not captaining Mo Salah this week. So yeah, you got to play your own game, guys. And look, for some, you'll get huge enjoyment from just playing with the crowd and playing the template. My thing always comes down to don't be differential for differential's sake. Simply pick the player you think is going to get the most points. Now, I thought over the last month that was Haaland over Salah. I was wrong, clearly, but I played my own game. And now I think I need Salah. And the plan was always Salah next week. And I'm moving a week early because Man City are conceding big chances for fun. Like, they scored. Feyenoord had 4 big chances versus Man City. You don't see Man City concede those sorts of chances. So, yeah, it's time to just pick who gets most points. Like, I'm going to try and play a little differently with captaincy. But again, I'm following the guy I think will get the most points. I don't want to be scared by effective ownership. And I've clearly not been by not owning Mo Salah. It's cost me. But I didn't pick him for EO. I just played my own game. Guys, I have got 3 subscribers so far on today's show. We've got 200 of you watching. I know from the 200 watching, there must be about 100 of you subscribed and 100 not. From the 200 watching. If you fancy hitting that subscribe button, that'd be wicked. I would love you to show support for the channel by simply subscribing and liking. And once you've done that, you can put your comment in the chat and I'll do some quickfire questions. So literally, let's just go through them. Let's just go through some quickfire questions. I'll give 5-second answers. Get your questions in. Anything from below off-course comment. The shorter questions are more likely to be shown, okay? The shorter questions are more likely to be shown. The long ones, I just can't absorb it. My brain doesn't work quick enough to do that live on air and answer and try and keep you guys entertained by not sitting there in silence for 30 seconds. Thoughts on Havertz? Absolutely like him. Wilkie? He might be. My Solanke might go to Havertz in a few weeks. Thoughts on Dunk? I like, but I prefer Van Heck because of fitness. Matoma's a great shout for a punt in. I prefer João Pedro, but you could get both. Saka essential to get this week? Nope. A great pick, but not essential. Who's Palmer playing? He's playing Villa, and he's great. To be or not to be, that is the question. Saka captaincy if you had him. Not for me, but a good option. I still think Palmer's a better captaincy choice than Saka. Bruno to Saka's a move I'm making next week, Lewis, but I wouldn't do it from -4. Kanate start, don't know. Two, probably not. Best Arsenal attacker after Saka is Havertz for me. I think Havertz is a great shout still. I'm not mad on Odegaard, Sammy. Gianni, Pedro in for Stewart from -4, but yes. And bet yes, bench Johnson, because I don't think he starts. Bruno to Saka this week or wait till next week. I'm waiting until next week, Chris. Unless you've got the free transfer this week, I'd do it, but on a -4, I wouldn't. Exmins of Højlund, look, after the performance in the week, he could be starting, but you know you're not getting 90. Matty Cash is no guaranteed starter. We saw Bagard play there right back last time out. Jimenez to João Pedro on a -4, I like. Strand Larson is not a viable option. For me, there are better budget forwards, like João Pedro, like even I prefer Liam Delap to Strand Larson. And obviously, find the money for Cunha if you can. Bowen from 14. I just don't back West Ham to score enough goals. I know the fixtures are there, but not for me yet. I don't back the team or the manager. Mystery chip guess. I'm going with Limitless. I reckon it'll be like the Champions League game. Unlimited budget, free hit, effectively. Good defensive transfers. Arsenal defense has to be. And I think maybe Van Heck. Captain Son or Palmer. I'm going Palmer. Ronaldo or Messi? Messi, upset of the weekend, Fulham to beat Spurs. Bench Kulu, Isak or Saka. Oh, God. I mean, probably Kulu, but that is tough. Didn't get a notification. Oh, weird. That is weird, CH. I don't think many did. Don't know how to sort that. Is that something in settings? I'm going to do a live deadline stream tonight at... What time is the deadline tonight? 6:30. I'll probably go live at 5:30 and do an hour. So come by at 5:30 tonight, guys. Matoma from -4. Depends who you're selling, but don't love. I like him as a transfer in. I'm not sure I do for a hit. Wood out, João Pedro for a hit. No, he's got Ipswich at home. Keep Wood. Yeah, Limitless would be great. I got notification. Okay, that's good. Good to know, Lewis. Guys, I am going to be back at 5:30 tonight. So do come and join me. Don't sell wood, says British 87. Yeah, you can't. I mean, you can sell wood next week. Like, definitely. But yeah. Guys, I would love now to ask a favor. Chasing Green Arrows is up later at 2 o'clock. We've got an hour and a half. Before you go over to Chasing Green Arrows, though, if you want a stream to watch now, go check out the stream of, should we do a raid? Let's do a Holly Shand raid. Holly is live with her press conference stream, which is wicked. This is the link. I'm posting it now in the chat. Can we go raid Holly with the words Palmer captain? No. Let's change it. Guys, let's do it. Give me your suggestions. Give me your suggestions what to raid Holly with. I want the word Janny something. Janny. Say it. Janny. Yeah, Janny TV husband. That's the one. That's the one, Ice G. So can we raid Holly? No, I know. No. This is better. Janny TV husband in Holly's chat right now. So guys, the link there, I am going to say goodbye and I'm going to see you in the chat. So we want the words Janny TV husband over on Holly Shand right now. I'll see you there, guys, and I'll see you back on this channel at 5:30. Take care. Bye-bye.